Hey everyone, Kim here, Abundant Life Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. We are doing a deck flip through and getting my first impressions of the Broken Mirrors Oracle cards. This deck was gifted to me by my dear friend Donna from Artists and Oracles. She gifted it for my birthday, one of two decks. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you, friend. I love decks like these because they work really well in client love readings, so if you're doing professional readings, you'll probably from time to time come across these decks because they work really well, so you probably will see one of your colleagues working with them, or maybe see it on YouTube, or somebody working with some type of similar deck. I'm just going to read the back real quick. It says Broken Mirror Oracle cards is a 55 card deck that is beautifully illustrated with vibrant colors and pictures. This deck is also perfect for twin flame, soulmate, and karmic readings as well. This deck does not have an instruction booklet. These cards can be used in any love reading that's on the rocks and the client is trying to get answers about their situation. The manufacturer is Shishui or Shishu. Anyways, yeah. So this is a deck you can get on Amazon, okay? So it's got a 2-part box. Nice and sturdy. Okay. Card backs. Now with the card backs, some people may take issue with the wording here. I don't really care about those things. It doesn't bother me much, so, but like just sharing that so you can see 55 cards. So let's go through them. Sneaky. Or secretive, sneaky, mysterious, hiding information. Planning, text, phone call, meeting up. Infatuation, denial, obsession, or attraction. Mind games, immature, testing you, analyzing you. This is a good one. Because there's always some level of mind game happening, whether it's, a little subtle type of mind games of I'm not going to call you right back, or I'll call you like in a day or two, to something where they're outright just, testing you in an argument or something. Guidance, faith, healing, intuition, and dreams. Toxic love, drama, addictions, love-hate relationship. Remember, this deck is supposed to be for readings that are on the rocks, but I could see this working for someone who or is exploring how to heal past traumas, how to get over negative patterns that are sabotaging their love life, in the present and future. So you could use it in a reading like that as well to help them to navigate what could be underlying issues. So I like that. I like that aspect of working with this deck that I feel I could use. Pop-up, surprise visit, reaching out in person. Inferno, chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. Yeah, that's a good one. Conflict resolution, compromising, making amends. It says make an amend. I would say make an amends. Positive outcome. Spiritual attack, karma, divine intervention, facing their demons. The divine intervention one and karma even feels a little off for a spiritual attack type of card. But yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I like the keyword, and then I like these. It's almost like they have to be their own little card. Doesn't go, but I could still work with that. We have envy, haters, spiteful, jealousy. Unemployed, fired, living beyond their means. Wow. Interesting. He's eating takeout. You know how expensive takeout can get over time. Although going to the grocery store lately has been rivaling, restaurant prices. Sick and tired. Cycles over it, decision made. Sick and tired is a good one. Yes. Desire, self-pleasure, sexual thoughts, intense feelings. Cool. Controversy, drama, scandal, truth coming out. Intimacy, passion, coming into union, chemistry, and missing you. I like that. Reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues, getting back together. Unfinished business, proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation. Like you're going to try one more time, right? Going to give it one more chance. Unfinished business. Push-pull, power struggles, imbalance, stubborn. Okay, that's a good one. It's a good one. Toxic people, addictions, bad advice, wrong crowd. Ooh, I love the bad advice one. That's a good one. Wrong crowd and addictions. Yes, this is a solid toxic people card. Hurting, crying, depressed, pain, and sorrow. Ooh, I'm liking this. No contact, blocked, silent treatment, cut off all communication. Interesting image of, it looks like there's a rose quartz crystal on this woman's head. Person's head, I should say. I don't know. Anyways, the photo doesn't quite go, but it could be like no contact. I'm resting my mind. I'm going to intentionally shift my focus onto myself and my healing. So it could be something like that. I don't know. Red flags, signs, cheating, deception. Contemplation, unsure, choices, decisions. Time to make a decision. Weighing things, Guilt, apology, remorseful, or ashamed. Snooping, drive-by, stalking social media, psychic tarot readings. Now what? Okay. I like this one. I like that card a lot. Double life, liar, deception in another relationship. And sometimes a double life could be out in the open, like a single parent not wanting to have their dating life collide with their personal life. So they keep a very separate life and everybody's in the know. And then there's the liar kind of double life, right? Deception. So it doesn't always, like, just to say, when you get a card like this, it doesn't automatically mean someone is living a double life. It could just mean that a person literally has one foot in one part of their life and another in the other, and they keep it separate. Caught, red-handed, secrets exposed, surprise, shocked. Ooh, trouble. 1111, twin flame, runner, chaser, divine timing. Yeah. I'm not always a fan of all the proliferation of twin flame cards everywhere. But It's okay. I can work with it. Avoidance, in hiding, feeling guilty, no communication. Okay, yeah, you got to have this type of card in the deck. Love affair, secrecy, third party, hooking up, STD. Oh boy. Thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, missing you. Message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings. Yay, I like that one. I even love the colors. Like blue for the throat chakra. Love it. Netflix and chill. I am always here for Netflix and chill. Although at the time of this recording this morning, I got an email notice from Netflix saying that once again they're raising the rates. And I'm a little annoyed. And I'm like, y'all really pushing it. You know, y'all are not the only game in town. Anyways, but you get the concept. Staying at home, watching a flick, chilling out with your boo. Or by yourself. Sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with someone else. Now this is interesting, these sub keywords. I don't know. Love the card concept. Love the image. And I just would, parse out what is applicable when this card comes up, with these keywords. Or maybe not even refer to them. Or hone in on one of them when this card comes up in your reading. Cold shoulder, breakup, distance, separation. Stubborn, bossy, selfish, inflexible. Stubborn as a mule. All right. High value, the Empress, beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident. Cool. Make it rain, manifesting abundance, legal matters in your favor, unexpected money, promotion, entrepreneur. Spotlight, limelight, audience, or self-absorbed. Self-love, loving you, taking back control, finally being happy. I really like this one. I really do. I love the idea of taking back control and finally being happy, So empowering when you turn that corner after grieving a relationship, like the loss of a relationship. And after you turn the corner to a place where I'm like, I'm going to be okay. It doesn't hurt as much. And I'm loving me and just going to take back my control of my life and my feelings. Egg on their face, ashamed, backfired, got caught. I like this one too. It's nice different little keywords. Makes this a deck that would be fun for me as a reader to work with in client readings. Or I don't know if I'm going to use it for readings for myself. Yeah, but definitely readings for other peeps who want a loved one from me. Childish, immature, argumentative, playing the victim. Like that. Broken mirrors, addictions, roller coaster, toxic connection. Yes, for fragmented energy too. Yeah. Unknown caller. Ooh. Stalking, hanging up unknown numbers. Ooh, I like this one too. Yes. Different, right? The ex, unfaithful, love triangle, ex in question. Deuces. Okay. This is one of the ones that made me want this deck, and I added it to my wish list. It was this card, one of them, one of the many. Fed up, cutting ties, walking away. Fighting, trust issues, one-sided, detached. Hiding their true feelings, deep emotions, secretly in love, cold and detached. That's a good one. Distractions, temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. That's another good one. Image is a little racy. Distractions. Determined, persistent, still holding on, flowers, gifts. I like this one. Soul contract, soulmates, partnership, spiritual union. Dating, new love, options, back on the market. Like this one too. Sometimes you got to just get on back out there, right? I know you don't want to, but it's just best. Get back out there. Opposites attract. Lessons, not your usual type, different spiritual beliefs. It's a good one as well. Pictures, regrets, reminiscing, missing you. This was another one that called to me. I really like this card, just the visual of someone gazing at photos and almost like a little shrine, if you will. Yeah. It's what people do with social media, though. They gaze like that at the person that they're interested in. Rock bottom, karma, jail, legal issues, life falling apart. Yeah, sometimes that's the reason why a person goes quiet, you know? So that's all of the cards there. So let's see how it shuffles. Let's see. I'm going to overhand shuffle. The card stock is what you would expect at this price point and from similar types of manufacturers. It seems like they are making these decks, cranking them out. Hence why you might see some of these, not this particular deck, but other manufactured decks where you don't have a clear creator or artist. You just have images and keywords, and they're all kind of similar. I find that the cardstock is all similar, and I'm rough on my decks, so I don't know how long I will keep it looking as pristine as it's looking now. In my past experience, this cardstock isn't the absolute greatest, but it's not the worst. No, it's not the worst. There's a little bit of a, glare, but hey, that's what it is. So I'm going to now riffle shuffle. I always like to break up the deck into two small sections, a new deck, just so I can see how much give it has before I riffle shuffle, because you could bend the cards if you don't know like how flexible it is, and it also helps to minimize or prevent bowing of the deck when you do it in smaller sections. But do I always follow that rule? Absolutely not. But for every single deck that I get that's new and I don't know the card stock very well, I want to just do a little test. So if riffle shuffle's fine, overhand shuffle's fine. Let's see if for my reading style I work with jumping cards. So I want to see if they give them. This is interesting. So I'm sensing that 1 to 3 cards, like if you're doing just an oracle reading, exploring some shadow aspects of a person's love life or a relationship, I feel like 1 to 3 would be solid. Anything more could probably get the messages a bit too convoluted and also a bit much for the querent or for yourself. If you're doing readings for yourself, it can be a lot. So you want to, just keep that in mind, I think, when you're working with decks like this. I have a lot of experience with working with decks like this in terms of like love oracles, traditional tarot size decks, and then you've got your sub keywords here, and they work very well in client readings. So to that end, let's look. I'm going to just show you all the cards that had jumped. So we have here unemployed. Oh, let me back that up. Broke, fired, living beyond their means. Caught, red-handed, secrets exposed, surprised, shocked, and self-love. Loving you, taking back control, finally being happy. So, wow. So these cards tell an interesting story. Let's say it's a person who just started dating someone, and they could tell something's off with their person. That's why they came and got a reading, but they don't know what. And it's like, oh, very soon it probably will be revealed that they're living beyond their means, or they just recently lost their job, or they're broke. The caught card is like this coming out. And this is just a form of self-love and preservation of the relationship, and keeping this information from you, Querent. You could be like, this is what your person, this is why this is going on. Or it could be that recently this happened in a relationship between a couple. Like somebody lost their job. It got, maybe it was several weeks later they find out. And, this could be about preservation. This card here, this self-love card, it's like, I got to take care of me. I got to focus on my needs. You're going to have to get a job, or we're going to have to consider doing something else, like moving on from one another. So it really could go in all sorts of directions depending on the querent and their question, or you and your question. But I find this combination interesting. I really do. And yeah, got reconciliation. It's always nice to have a reconciliation card pop up, right? Thinking of you. So it's not all doom and gloom, these messages. It's not. Let's see. No contact, push, pull. Okay, so the first part was looking promising. Reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues, getting back together, thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, and missing you. So this is giving, thoughts about what it would be like to try to resolve something and get back together. But then, there's still kind of push, pull, tug of war internally on whether or not to make contact. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about you. They want to reconcile, but they kind of like their freedom. They kind of like being on their own. They like their peace of mind here with this image. But it's a tug of war on whether or not to reach out, or how they feel about reaching out. Interesting. Yeah, so there you have it, folks. That is the Broken Mirror Oracle cards. And I would love to hear from you in the comment section on what do you think of the deck? Would you work with a deck like this? Have you worked with decks like this before? Do you like it? Because some people are like, this is not for me at all. And I get it. But for me and the type of readings I do, it fits the bill. So I'm super grateful for this deck. And thank you, Donna. And I just want to hear, too, any suggested ways of how you work with the decks, how you work with these types of decks. And, yeah, can't wait to hear from you. All right, do me a favor on your way out. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for those who have already. Welcome. And for the ones who've been with me a long time, thank you so much. Take very good care of yourselves, friends. I'm going to see you all in the next one. Bye for now.